to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium. Drake continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Sideline, a look at the Texans head coach. These guys looking for a rare win. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. I remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is Noel. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense. It was 4th and long.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And leading them out is a Washington product who's fought to stick around the league since going undrafted back in 2019. It's Jake Browning.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of fourths by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
2nd and 10 now. Browning. Into the hands of Pickett. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Browning. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Running from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Stroud off the play fake. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Texans, first down. An 8-yard pickup.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one gains 7. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal, Houston.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Oh, that was teaching tape right there.
So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful.
49ers close it in, and down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. His shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Benson once more. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. We've set it down from 37. They go play fake with Browning. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Texans have it. And Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Texans grow their lead off the turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans go up 10-zip here in the first.
49ers nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Chimaray DK on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the 3rd time's the charm for them. They find some success. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Pulled in at the 20. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Picked up by the 49ers. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Back to throw, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
25 yards on the play. That's another Texan.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 20.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 16-point ball game. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
49ers nothing.
Right, ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. We dodge the tackle. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That's Pickens with a catch outright. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. First down throw. Here's Browning. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Dalton Schultz. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Play fake. Browning.
the 38-yard line.
Oh, line quick there. They bring him to the turn. That's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 9.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Sending the tight end in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. He's making a bid for it.
The quarterback on the scramble.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And in a 3-score game, Brock, they have to find a way to reestablish some control here. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Browning. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down. Browning. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, Stroud. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing the out route complete. And he won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Jack Jones making that tackle.
5 yards on the pickup.
Stroud now on 3rd. This is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Browning. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the 49er.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Here's Browning now. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Pearsall brings up third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Sending him on the dive. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 2-yard line.
And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Running it after the penalty. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down. Back to the well again. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up fourth down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. The Texans set to punt. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So first down from the 41. Throwing is Browning. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. Browning. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down. Motioning the tight end now.
Third and 7.
To the air on third and long. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
And the 49ers
working inside the red zone. Here's a screen to Benson. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Back now, pressure coming. That one's incomplete in the end zone. They're set up at the 2. Let's see if they can make it in on third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Back to throw, Browning. Pressure's there, and he goes down again.
Jason Sanders.
So one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. ready to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 32. Motion the tight end over. Benson on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Browning. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
5 yards on the pickup.
3rd down from the gun. Stroud. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
And the Texans 1st down.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down, Houston.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
49ers into the dime defensively, third down. Third and long for him here. Caught by Collins on the slant. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
On the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Running from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
They give on second to Benson. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On first down, they'll run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. So he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
On gain of 4. And this is...
Going on third down, Stroud. Got his man. This is Noel. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Running for the marker on second. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crawls. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver. He went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
4 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Hand off to the back. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
And this is third.
They'll run it here on third down. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Well, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Right, ready to send this one away. On the return, here's DK. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. First down throw. Here's Browning. Finds Benson out of the backfield. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Benson now from the gun. Rob flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
They've got a man in motion. To the air, Browning. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Browning. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Ricky Pearsall. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
To Trey Benson. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Browning. He finds Njoku complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
It's another 49er first down.
From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They send a receiver in motion right. And off to Benson from the gun. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd down from the gun. Coming in the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
It's a loss of 1.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Drops back. Needs an open man. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Browning. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
But how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
27, 49ers 7.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Stroud completes it quick. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll work against the blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing is Browning. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Browning. Look at all this time. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. And the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up
shotgun now for Stroud.
The 46-yard line.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Texans about set to celebrate this win. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. That play straight ahead. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Another carry for him. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Right, ready to send this one away. Now on the return, here's DK. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. Solid run in here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Now it's Browning. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still inches to go on third down. Browning from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on fourth down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First and 10 now from the 46. Blown back, it's the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right